Football. I'm Reese Davis, here with David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's get this thing rolling. And the Golden Bears will boot it away to start the game. He'll bring it out. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. So Wake Forest's offense comes onto the field first today. This wide receiver matchup is one that we've been waiting to see. You have two guys on either side, Jesse, who are really going to make the secondaries nervous.
Oh, they should, because these guys can take the top off of defense. You've got two very dynamic individuals playing on each offense, and if I'm playing quarterback in this game for either team, I am going to take my shots and give my guy an opportunity, because both of these guys, they have proven they can make circus-level catches.
I mean, when they're not open, they're open. I mean, they can make the dynamic catches, the contested catches. They have the speed. They are two of the best playmakers in all of the country. So whenever an offense has the football today, you're going to like the show.
I don't think that's the way they drew it up. Incomplete.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
Unloads to the right. And that's incomplete. A defender all over him. Knocked the ball to the ground. 4th down coming up. And the Demon Deacons will send out the punt unit. Getting our first look of the afternoon at the punter. Hauls it in, looking for space. Looking everywhere for room to run, but really good coverage, and he'll step out of bounds. The Golden Bears offense headed onto the field. Our first look at them today. All wideouts, no backs. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Good timing on the quick out. He got loose, almost housed it, finally dragged down at the 32.
You know, it's a nice throw by the QB there. When you're throwing to running backs, you got to make it easy. So you want to put it right on their body, make the catch simple, and let them go to work like they did just there, getting that first.
With a first down, they'll snap it from the 32. Oh, he's got some space. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a first down. The Golden Bears have taken it inside the 20. They're going to ride this running back. Nice pickup on the ground there. They'll move the sticks with the first down.
This defense is going to have to do a better job slowing down the run. We've seen twice now in this opening drive this guy break one. And so this defense has to do a better job at the point of attack, and their D coordinator probably is already thinking to himself, well, I have to get another guy in the box to slow this guy down.
Defense rolls up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Unleashes to the end zone. Touchdown, Golden Bears! First score of the game goes up.
Offense slips the running back out of the backfield. Nobody decides to cover him. My man makes the play. Shows off the hands first. Got to make the catch first. Does the rest. Walks in the end zone for the touchdown.
And he added the extra point. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. They went 3 and out on their first possession. Now to see if they can be more productive this time around. He'll pull it on the read. It's runs like that that can really help your field position as they're up at the 35. The Demon Deacons have their whole playbook open here on 2nd and inches. The give to the tailback. And he's swallowed up at the line of scrimmage by the big defensive tackle.
And I think that can be really frustrating for a defense. You're in your own end. You want to create some space, 2nd and inches, trying to get physical, but can't get physical enough to get the first down. Now it's 3rd down. What do you do now?
He'll go to the sneak. Makes it past the marker. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down. And the Demon Deacons come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the running back has it. Turning it on. A confident, tough, efficient run gets it up to the 44.
You want to make play calling easy for an offensive coordinator? Run the ball like that every play. I mean, when you can run that on first down and set up a short yardage on second down, it makes play calling easy. Every single call on that sheet is available here on second down.
The Demon Deacons come to the line on 3rd and short, looking to keep the drive moving. On 3rd and short, they keep it on the ground here. He's got first down yardage across the 50. They'll mark it at the 49. This drive has been exclusively on the ground. Could they be setting up a shot play? Wants to throw on first down. Unloads to the wideout. Complete downfield. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the field. Let's see what the call is.
Hold it. Defense.
They'll decline the penalty here, and the result of the play stands. The offense comes back out with a new set of downs after the penalty. They'll ride the running back and leave it with him. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield. And the Demon Deacons trying to find their way forward after the big loss on the last play. And he was hit just as he was releasing the pass, and it falls to the ground incomplete.
Well, the defense watched film last week. They saw this running back catch multiple passes, and that hasn't been the case today. They are clamping down on him, always aware of him, especially in the passing game, and so far they've taken him away.
3rd and long, and he'll try to throw for it. Here's the pressure. And he just throws it away on 3rd down. I don't think you can give up on a play like that. The Demon Deacons line up to punt it away. This will be the second time they've had to kick it away. Not going to take a chance to grab that one as it bounces out of bounds. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. Looking to scramble. Hauls it in. Just what the doctor ordered to get away from the shadow of that goalpost and pick up a first down at the 23. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. They'll run it out of the shotgun. And he is just engulfed at the line by this giant defensive tackle. Got stuffed on first down. It's 2nd and 10. Back to pass. Rushes on him. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
And the defense gets a sack, and that's going to be the big determining factor in this football game. A week ago, he only got sacked one time. They've already got him on the ground. If they want to win this football game, they got to keep getting after the quarterback.
And the incomplete pass will bring up 4th down. And the Golden Bears send out the punt unit. He's going to try to flip the field with this one. The solid return there offsets some of the punt yardage and really sets up this offense nicely. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Never gives anyone a clean shot at him. He's down to the 34.
And winning first downs is a priority for a defense, and you can't get bludgeoned. You can't get physically beat at the point of attack. You know the percentages. It's usually pretty good on first down that they're going to run the football. So then getting that big chunk,
breaks into the open. Out of bounds after a big pickup on the play, just a couple of yards short of the goal line.
How nice is it as a quarterback when you don't have to throw post routes to get great stats? No, I can just throw it quickly to one of the fastest players in the entire nation and let him burn this defense.
Defenders everywhere as he is stopped for a loss of 5. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rose up deep in its own end on that last play. Now a 2nd and long coming. Looking to fire. He wants it all. Touchdown, Demon Deacons. Quick strike through the air for the score.
it's hard for a defense to have to cover so much space. When the offense goes empty, you get receivers and tight ends and running backs lined up out wide. You've got to expand, and it's harder to cover on the back end.
Setting up for the extra point and the tie. And he knocks the extra point through the uprights. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
All right, guys, a little update on what else is happening in college football this weekend. Ole Miss is down, but they are not out of it. Not when that crowd spent the morning in the Grove getting ready for this one. Let's see how those fans impact the rest of this game. It's a touchdown game. They're trailing by 7 to Nevada. We are the eyes and ears of the college football fan, and we've got you covered all day here in studio, guys.
Oh, and how about that? I know Kevin and those guys will be keeping an eye on it for us. Try to make up for some of that lost ground on second down. From the shotgun, they'll run it.
You love to see this on offense. Early in drives, getting that kind of yardage keeps you ahead of the chains.
The Golden Bears come to the line trying to find a way to convert on third and very short. He wants to change this route. He's looking to throw on third and short. And he's got it inside the 35. And a potentially touchdown-saving tackle made there after the long completion. And the Golden Bears getting set on 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. The throw to the outside is complete. Wrestled out of bounds. They'll mark him at the 7-yard line, and this offense is more than threatening. As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. They'll try to get it in with the run. And they'll make the stop, and we are headed to the end of the first period. We've played one, and we are right back where we started, all tied up after the first period as we take a look at the stats. We've got a good one going here and looking forward to keeping those vibes going here in the second quarter. They'd love to start this quarter off with a touchdown right here. They'll run it. And he takes it in for the score. Touchdown, Cal! Follow the blocker. The offensive line will take you to the hallelujah land.
And I tell you what, most of the time, Reese, it requires a little bit of skill to find that hole and, slither through a little crack. That was not a crack. That was wide open. Didn't take a lot of vision because the blocking was outstanding.
And he's going to bring it out. He was looking for some running room, but not much to be found as he stopped at the 18. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. They find themselves trailing by a touchdown and a chance on this drive to even the score. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19, give him 1. Didn't get much on 1st down, it's 2nd and 9. Wide receiver going in motion. They'll run play action. And the quarterback caught up to and sacked at the 12.
When it's a play-action pass, that quarterback, he really has to sell the fake. He can't tell his offensive lineman's getting beat right away while he's selling the fake. He had no shot.
Pocket breaking down. Caught over the middle. It's Kendricks. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain. And the Demon Deacons will bring the punt team onto the field. Wants to bring it back. This guy is a daring punt return man. He's not going to settle for the fair catch. A solid return. Gets a little bit of ground for the offense. Going right to work up top. Complete in the middle. He works his way inside the 30 down to the 29 and picks up a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Yeah, when you get penetration by that defense right away, and there's no way to cut at all for that back, he gets destroyed right away. No way that play was going to be successful. Way too much penetration.
And they'll finally get him down after a terrific pickup. Just inside the red zone, 1st and 10 from the 19. From the shotgun now, here's an inside give.
And what's the closest guy to the football, man? It's those defensive tackles, and those guards and centers have to work together. They got to get those guys and get some movement. They don't on this play, and the big fella eats. Nowhere to go. When you run into him, you usually meet the ground.
Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8.
And this has got to be so demoralizing for this defense right now. Having given up multiple first downs on this drive, somebody on defense has to step up, make a play, and stop the bleeding.
It's amazing how a play by a defensive end in the backfield can really swing the momentum not only of a series but of a game sometimes.
All you're trying to do is create negative plays, to get them behind the sticks a little bit, to get those sacks, to get those tackles for losses. You see so much stunting in college football up front with the defensive line because you know once you get one of those plays, you got the offense right where you want.
Trying to surge it in. Touchdown, Golden Bear! And they take it in for 6 more points.
You know, this offense knew coming into the season it was so important for this guy to stay healthy. They needed him week in, week out because he plays at such a high level, and he's showing it here. That last carry was his 10th rushing touchdown of the season.
They're set to kick it off. You think this crowd's going to get loud when their defense comes on the field? Here he comes from inside his own 5. And they'll bring him down to get the offense started on the next drive. Defense going to jam these receivers right off the line. To the air on 1st down. That's reeled in. It's Barkley. And a good job of coverage by that defense. Just a short pickup. Still some work to do after that last completion at 2nd down. Wants to go up top. Caught near the sticks. It's Barkley. Dragged down at the 26 after a pickup of 5. Now on 1st and 10 from the 26. Stopped in the backfield. He's going to lose 3 yards on the play. The Demon Deacons with a long way to go after the loss on the last play. On the option. And maybe a wise move not to even try the pitch as he's knocked down in the backfield. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Not exactly the ideal situation for this offense. 3rd and long, back up inside their 20. Here comes the heat. And the quarterback is knocked down back in the 13. And the Demon Deacons will punt this one away. They'll look to pin him deep. He'll field the punt. Very little will make a crowd hold its breath like a punt return, and he brought them to their feet on that one. They've got a little time here to put together a productive drive late in the half. The toss to the outside. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4. Boy, it was like the defender heard the play call. He was ready for that one.
And one of the things is diagnose and go get it. They saw it and they went and got it. They were not letting that ball go to the wide side of the field.
Quick strike complete. And he'll be smacked to the ground.
It's really nice to be a quarterback in today's football when running backs are basically wide receivers. Not only can you split them out, you keep them at running back, nothing open, I double to him. Look at that. He makes it.
There he goes. That'll be enough for the 1st down, and now they've got it at the 15-yard line. The Golden Bears come to the line with a fresh set of downs. They'll ride the hot hand. He stopped at the 14-yard line, and they'll stay on the attack from there.
And a nice second effort by the back to break a tackle. But how about those defensive backs willing to come up, stick their face in the fan, and make a tackle?
Those are the best run defenses, too, right? It's not just D linemen and linebackers getting all the plays, but it's DBs that are willing to not just cover, but tackle backs in the open field.
This offense is clicking, everything working together really well. Coordinator, quarterback, offensive line, good rhythm, good flow. Defense is going to have to find something to kind of mess up this timing they got going on.
He's going for the goal line. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Cal! No midseason concentration laps here in Week 7 as they push out that lead. Lining up to tack one more onto that lead. And they knock through the extra point, and they're up 28-7. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. Kickoff unit getting some extra work as this lead has really grown. And he's coming out of the end zone. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. First snap of this drive will come from their own 17. First play of the drive wants to throw. Snagged out of the air. And a good job in coverage there as they stop it after just a few. Timeout called by the defense. It's their first of the half as they'll go to the sideline and try to make adjustments. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be third down. Wow, this offense is doing nothing. They've already punted 4 times and staring at the possibility of a 5th. Takes a hit as he fires. Intercepted, and the defense has set him up. Couldn't find much breathing room to return it, but the interception has this offense in business at the 27.
And some defensive backs just have a way of finding the football. He's starting to develop that. His 3rd interception on the season just has a good feel for playing that spot in the back end.
Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Looking to throw on first down. Just a short pass to the tight end. And an absolutely fearless tackle, giving up size, still got him on the turf. And the Golden Bears in a good spot here with 2nd and short. Gets it out fast. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Good job by the receiver there not to run into coverage, but to find a spot that the quarterback could throw him the ball.
Yeah, on those types of routes, Reese, they say if you're looking, you're booking. So if that's man coverage, the receiver's staring at the quarterback all the way across the field. That time, the receiver didn't give the quarterback his eyes, so they were on the same page. They both knew it was zone, and they executed that perfectly.
2nd down, he'll throw it. He's got it on the move. Touchdown, Golden Bears! And they add 6 more to the board with that trip to the house.
And man, the defense really needed to stop there. They needed to create some momentum, get the ball back to the offense before the half. But the offense does their job, and they continue to pile on, continue to create momentum. There's going to have to be some questions answered at half with this squad because it's been a struggle in the first half.
Gets it out to the 20, about 5 yards short of where he'd be if he had just taken a knee in the end zone. They'll snap it from the 20 for the opening play of this drive. Fires to the tight end. And he'll step across the sidelines after making a good gain on that one. Here comes the offense on 2nd down. Back to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. The Demon Deacons line up trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. They'll try to pick up the first through the air. He's going for a big play downfield. And trying to put points on the board on 3rd down. Now they're staring at 4th down. And the Demon Deacons will try to pin them back with the punt. Makes the catch, wants to make a move upfield. And the punt team able to sling him to the ground. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half, we'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. They'll start this drive going to the air. Just too much mustard on that one. Can't miss the target that badly. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. Looking downfield, and time is running short. He's going for the big play. And a big play on the outside. What a job to keep those feet in bounds and get the completion.
Man, we knew coming into this game just how explosive. Offense could be, and a big part of that is their ability to throw the football. They've scored a ton of points, and it's because they can generate plays like that. When this quarterback sees the one-on-one matchup he wants, he is not afraid to pull the trigger, and he hits a big...
He'll take a shot. The pass is incomplete, and there are 2 ticks remaining on the clock. The offense uses a timeout to stop the clock, and they'll get a quick breather. Just enough time for one final play of the half. Misfired on first down, back to the air on second. Going back to the well, another deep ball. Touchdown, Cal! Grabbed in the end zone to put 6 on the board.
And I love this offense, man. Staying aggressive. Just because you got the lead, you know people can score points in bunches. This offense keeps the foot on the accelerator, scores again on the final play. Now this offense has even more of a cushion going into halftime.
That's going to wrap up the first half here, and now we join Kevin with the halftime update.
All right, guys, a delightful first 2 quarters today from there in Berkeley. And we'd be remiss if we didn't start this halftime report by giving props to this superstar tight end. He's been almost, you know what, check that. He has been unguardable with that unusual blend of speed, size, hands, and route running. He is a pick-your-poison kind of player. And with that, let's send it back to the fellas inside California Memorial Stadium.
The Demon Deacons will line up to kick off and start the second half. He'll bring it back from inside his 5. He was looking for more running room, but none to be found as he stopped at the 23. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. Not sure they had to adjust much as they'll try to build on this lead. Trying to start the drive with a pass. Just tried to drop a little floater in there, and it's incomplete.
This QB has had a lot of success all day long, throwing for so many touchdowns, looking very comfortable. Finally, the defense gets to him. Finally, the defense gets a win. They needed some.
Reels it in down the left side. And they'll spot it at the 45. That's good enough for a first down.
Well, there are a lot of offenses out there that would probably be a little bit more conservative when you've got a lead like this in the third quarter. But when you've got the playmakers these guys have at the skill positions throwing the football, you should keep airing it out. And that's exactly what they're doing now.
Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion. So now it's second and long. He wants to throw it again. This time it's complete. And he's brought down after a nice game.
A lot of smiles right now on this offense. They've got a big lead, and they're just having fun out there. They're still throwing the football. These receivers are still getting open. Pass protection is still great. This quarterback's thinking to himself, man, I'm going to be padding my stats here in the second half of this game because everything we're dialing up is working.
The Golden Bears with the 1st and 10.
And, man, this quarterback has had a day. With that pass, he goes over 300 yards on the day. Really nice job executing, putting up some yards today. Pretty good day for the young man.
Solid pickup of 4 on first down. It's 2nd and 6. From the gun, he leaves it with the back. Pulled down at the 11-yard line as they inch closer and closer to pay dirt. And the Golden Bears started this drive backed up in their own end, and now they've moved into position to score. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be first and goal. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The Golden Bears trying to cash it in on first and goal. Slams it ahead. And he takes it in for a score. Touchdown, Golden Bears!
The identity of this offense is their ability to run the football. They're doing that in this game. That's now 3 rushing touchdowns on the day.
And they did tack on the extra point. They're set to kick it off, and this crowd now ready to get behind them. He'll return it. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. From the gun, running back on the move. He's going to lose a yard on that one.
This has got to be disappointing if you're the offense, guys. You were expecting to have a lot of success running the ball, especially against this defense, which has struggled so much this season, but just nothing doing. They have not been good enough in the trenches so far.
Didn't pick up a lot there, moved it forward just a few. They've got to come up with a big play on this 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Working that left side now. That's not quite going to be enough as they stop him 4 yards short of the marker. And the Demon Deacons will line up to punt it away. And these guys have been busy. 6th punt of the day. Coverage team gets the job done, and they'll mark him down at the 38-yard line. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. This has been exactly the way you draw things up, David. The offense has really been moving the football.
And it's been great execution. They've done exactly what they wanted to do. Build the lead. Now Palmer's a different animal. Now you got to protect him.
You can tell they were paying attention in practice this week in the film room because they have gone out, everybody right now on the same page.
And the Golden Bears can really attack on this 2nd and short. Throws to the wideout. Intercepted. Big play. Stops the drive. Takes it the other way. Finally brought down, but what a play. Not only to get the football, but to flip the field position with the return. Couldn't ask for better starting field position for this offense. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Finds his man. It's Barkley. And the defense had that one well covered. Just a short gain there. Backed up now. Here's 2nd and long. They'll move the tight end. Now the play fake. He's got his man across the middle. Defense makes a stop, but the chains move, and it's 1st and goal from the 8. New set of downs right on the doorstep for this offense. And the defense makes a play, sacking him back at the 10.
Quarterback just has to be more aware of the situation. 1st down, goal to go situation. You cannot take a sack. So the QB, if no one's open, you got to make sure you're throwing that ball out of the end zone.
Beck's going for the goal line. Relentless, tough running gets it down to the 4. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. They'd love to make this short field pay off with a touchdown instead of settling for 3, but it is 3rd and goal. Moving toward the end zone, and the ball is free. And the defense jumps on it, and they get that turnover.
And that's hard to swallow. You're in scoring position. You got set up perfectly inside the 5-yard line. Everything looking good. You can't fumble the football. You got to take care of it. Man, what a missed opportunity for this offense.
Got 3 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 7. It'll be a draw. Oh, he's got some space. Really nice gain. Gets it out across the 20. It'll be a 1st down for 22. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Power football with the run. Yeah, it's a bit of a surge, and he's knocked down after picking up 3 to the 26.
And I kind of like how the running back didn't mess around. Like, just get downhill when you see an opening. A lot of times they close so fast, man. Be decisive, stick your foot in the ground, pick up 3 to 4, and we are not going to complain.
A collision, and he stopped at the 27 after picking up 1.
And that run really didn't go anywhere. And a lot of times we don't focus on it enough, but how important those 5 guys are up front. To get on those defensive linemen, to try to move them out of the way, to get a run game going, it squarely falls on the shoulder of those 5 offensive linemen.
He took a hit as he threw it and couldn't deliver the football. It's incomplete, and 4th down's coming. This could absolutely spin this game in another direction. They're going for it inside their own 30. Makes the grab. Dragged down, but they'll move the sticks for a 1st down. The Golden Bears are flying down the field. Wants to go up top on 1st down. The quick out. And they make the tackle, but the official has tossed his flag.
Hold on.
That penalty moves the ball back 10 yards. We'll replay the down. A 1st down for the offense.
Here we go, set.
Snaps it in the shotgun. Looking deep. Makes the grab on the big throw. And he was off to the races, and he gets it to the 45.
Yeah, and the quarterback knew exactly where he wanted to go with the football, had time, spins the ball deep. Nice job by this offense, understanding what the defense is giving them and creating the explosive play.
Fires deep toward the end zone. Touchdown, Cal! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score. Like a Thanksgiving turkey, they're just being carved. No shot. They have no idea how to get in this quarterback's head.
He's on fire. Everything he's doing is working defensively. We got to figure something out. We got to try to do something a little bit different, bring more pressure. At this rate, shoot, he's on so much fire, you might as well just send everybody. Blitz everybody, live with the results, because everything else ain't working anyways.
This drive will commence from their own 11-yard line. Off the play fake on 1st down, wants to throw. Oh, they're after him. Unleashes it on the run. He's got it down the left side. And it looked as if he might take that one all the way to the house. Just ran out of a little steam. Defense finally got him. After that huge play, they'll try to finish him off with another one. It's 1st and 10 from inside the 40.
Here we go.
Looking to throw on 1st down. Under fire. And the heat gets home. They knock him down back at the 45. The Demon Deacons now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. 2nd down, they'll go to the air. Deep shot for the end zone. And it's knocked away and incomplete, denying a big play on the final snap of the 3rd quarter. 4th quarter is coming up. That's the end of the period, and Cal is on top. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. As we enter the 4th quarter, let's see if anything memorable can come from this one. So we open the final period with a 3rd down play. On 3rd and long, he'll need to loosen up that arm. He's not afraid to go deep. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers. And the Demon Deacons decide to punt it away. And that one will bounce and roll out of bounds. Let's see exactly where they mark it. Cal gets it back. The sturdy Golden Bear offense on its way to the field. How about that last drive? Just carved him up in the air, David.
Yeah, and how about that quarterback? You gave him the ball, and he delivered the goods. Great job taking apart the defense, Jesse, on that last drive.
He really did, David. I mean, that was a masterclass in just reading coverage and being accurate.
Not what they had in mind to start this drive. Here comes 2nd and 13. Looking to fire. Quick completion on the out. And he gets it to the 45-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
He's been a matchup problem all season long. Defenses just don't know how to solve the puzzle. And with that last catch, over 500 yards receiving now on the year for him.
End off from the shotgun. And he's able to bounce off one tackle, but still not a whole lot of running room.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position.
He lofts it high and deep down the left side. And he's got it at the 10. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening. 1st and goal from the 9.
I don't know if they're trying to get this guy a Heisman consideration, but the fact that they're still throwing the ball at this point of the game with a lead like they have is surprising, I gotta be honest.
Keeping it on the ground on 1st and goal. He pushes his way down to the 4 as they get closer and closer.
And you've got to think there's 11 guys on defense right now keying in on this running back. They've watched the tape. They've seen this guy gash defense.
Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Golden Bear. They put another score on the board as they try to push this winning streak to 3.
Man, this has been a complete performance. The defense has been lights out, and the offense, obviously, just continues to pour it on. This is what you call having a great day. Putting it all together, offense, defense, complementary football.
Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the Deacon offense. That last drive won't go on the highlight reel after ending in a punt. They'd like to be more productive this time, David.
And I think this offense has to be a little bit more balanced. Find a little balance between the run, Jesse, and working in that pass.
And I think, too, David, it's just going to take a spark. It just takes one play to get this thing picked up and going.
Oh, he's got a chance. Turning it on. He's at the 40. The 20. Past the 10. Touchdown, Wake Forest. He broke away from the defense, and they couldn't catch him.
I think it's a good sign for coaches to see that their team is still fighting. They're getting blown out in this game. Nothing has gone their offense's way. They've been outmatched. But here in the 4th quarter, you like to see guys competing. You like to see guys still trying to fight. Because as a coach, you want to know, next time you take the field, which guys you can depend on and what you can build off of.
On the run from inside his own 5. Really disciplined job by the coverage unit to get down there and make the stop at the 19. The Cal offense is headed back onto the field. Man, what a drive last time for the touchdown. That passing attack was lethal, David.
Yeah, and you know, you hear all these stupid commentators like me and Jesse talking about create balance, you know, run and pass. No, when you throw that good, spin the ball around.
So the defense has to find a way to affect the quarterback on this drive because last drive he had way too much time to throw.
They'll go to work in the air on 2nd down. Got the quick pass. And he's down at the 41. That's a first down.
There are a lot of offensive coordinators out there. A similar situation with a lead like this. They'd definitely be running the ball at this point. They'd probably take their starting quarterback out of the game potentially, but not this unit. They are still staying aggressive. They're still taking shots. They're just trying to light up the scoreboard.
Hit hard as he released the ball on that first down pass, and it never had a chance. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Couldn't connect on 1st down, now back to the air. He uncorks one deep. And this is dropped. Incomplete pass. He had a huge gain in his fingers, and he couldn't hold on. They've got a good chunk of ground to cover on 3rd and long from the 41. Plucks it out of the air. He puts him in business across the 50 into the 46-yard line. It'll be first down. And the Golden Bears have this offense rolling. Wants to throw on 1st down. throws for the tight end. Complete to the left. Gets it all the way inside the 20-yard line to the 19 before being hauled down. They showed great trust in their quarterback right there, and why not? He's had an outstanding game.
An outstanding game, has taken care of the football. Now late in the game, you got the lead. That first down now tells me now it's time to start running the football, run the clock, get out of here with the dub.
Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. After the 3-yard pickup, they come to the line, 2nd and 7. Wants to go up top. And it'll be incomplete. This defense is physical in pass deep.
Yeah, and you just wonder if the defense now has taken out some frustration. Obviously, they've been getting lit up all over the place, and that time they finally gave it back to the offense there. Really nice, big, clean hit. This defense needs a little bit more of that as the game goes on.
So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be 1st and goal for this offense. The Golden Bears, once backed up in the shadow of their own goalpost, have put quite a drive together. And he is stopped, not getting close to the end zone. Line of scrimmage still at the 3. Can the defense stop them again on 2nd and goal?
Pace, 27.
Charges ahead. And we have breaking news. They score yet another touchdown.
Pure domination all game long for this offense. Whether they've been running the football, whether they've been throwing the football, critical down and distances, situationally all up and down the field. This defense has had no answer for these guys. What an impressive performance by the Oak.
He'll bring it out. It's Gentry. Stopped at the 17, and he's probably second-guessing that return. The Wake Forest offense returns to the field. He'll do it himself. Breaks into the open. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Run the gun. The running back has it. Across the 30, out to the 33, and gains 4 on the play. After the productive 1st down play, it's 2nd and 6. They'll run it from the gun. Tackled at the 43 after picking up 10.
Well, it's a good time to mix in the run play. You're down, it's late in the 4th quarter right now, and everyone's expecting you to throw, so not a lot of defenders in the box. So that's a great situation to try to run the ball.
Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down.
29 Philly. 2-9 Philly.
They've softened them up with a run. Now to throw it. Got his man downfield. Oh, he thought for sure he was going to be able to house that one, but a huge pickup all the way down to the 12. The Demon Deacons had tough field position to start this drive, but they've been relentless in moving the ball methodically down the field. He's tackled right at the 10-yard line, and they're trying to cash in on this drive. Operating in the red zone here on 2nd down. Really need to pick up this conversion and avoid having to settle for the field goal. On 3rd and long, he has to throw for it. And he's all bottled up, and now it's worse. The ball's loose.
That ball carrier is very lucky. That easily could have ended up in the hands of the defense. You have got to do a better job with ball security.
Now on 4th down, they'll settle for a field goal try. Absolutely perfect. And the field goal was good. They get 3 on the board, but it really doesn't matter much in terms of the deficit there.
And he knocks another one through. And how about this kicker? Good way to start off your season, right? Like, what do you have at the spot? Sometimes you don't know. Can he make those kicks? Starting off, hasn't missed one yet. Been very dependable for this squad.
On the move from inside his 5. And he did a good job bobbing and weaving and finding a little bit of running room on that return. Cal gets it back, the sturdy Golden offense on its way to the field. They're in command of this game. Now let's see if they try to rub a little salt in the wound or happy with getting the W.
Yeah, and listen, this makes the post-game handshake fun sometimes. If you do choose to rub a little salt in it and keep chucking and keep scoring, I'm here for it, Jesse. Like, your job is to score points. It's my job to stop it. Keep the foot to the accelerator. Keep trying to play ball.
I agree 1,000%. That's like Steve Spurrier back in the day when I was playing for the Gators. You go and play for him because you want the opportunity to throw the ball. So when you get in the game late, you're not handing it off. We were beating Central Michigan by 80-something points. He was still letting us throw.
Oh, he's going to try to hit him over the top. Catch inside the 25. Huge plays like that can change the complexion of a game, and he's got it at the 22-yard line.
You know, I love offensive coordinators that want to stay aggressive. They've come up with big plays all game long. It's a big reason why they have this lead right now, and they're not backing off here in the fourth quarter. They're letting their guys go play. The entire playbook is open to them, and they're taking shots.
That last big play has them in business just outside the red zone. It's 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. He's got the back in the middle. There he goes. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one.
And that's why if you're the offensive coordinator, you've got to find as many ways as possible to get this guy going. Just get him the ball close to the line of scrimmage. Doesn't need to be a throw deep down the field. He's so dynamic when he has the ball in his...
And they're going to score again. Yet another touchdown as they just add to their total.
And you knew this one was over already, but how about an exclamation point to go with it? Another score for this offense. They've had themselves a great day, and the stats just continue to pile on.
Kickoff unit back to work, and they have been busy as they've built this sizable lead.
77, Wake Forest, 17.
Fielded in the end zone. It's Gentry. He's brought down at the 16. Would have been much better off to take the touchback. Wake Forest has it back, and here comes the offense. This has been a really disappointing performance, David, no question about that, but they can find some positives.
Yeah, and every time you watch the tape, you know, Jesse, coaches are pointing out, look at this. This was open if we'd have just ran the details to the right route, hung on to the football. Little things can make a big difference.
Yeah, that's why they call it a game of inches, David. But I'll say this, if you're on offense, don't go on social media this week. It ain't going to be pretty after this performance. You've got to lock in. You got to take the week of practice very seriously and find those positives that you can build off, David, that you're talking about.
One more play to pad the stats. To the air on 1st down. Pressure coming. And down he goes, and that's going to do it. Didn't have much of a chance there, and the defense puts an exclamation point on this one. So after stumbling around a bit earlier this season, they put together 3 consecutive wins and seem to have righted the ship.
Dang right. How do you handle adversity? Every coach talks about that. They dealt with it now. They got the loss. They had a little bit of struggle early in the season. What do? You respond by putting a winning streak together, gaining some momentum as the season closes.
And sometimes the good thing about losing games early is that you know you're not perfect. You have to come out. You've got to bring your A game to the park each and every week, and that's what we've seen from this team now recently. They've got tremendous players, they've got an outstanding coaching staff. When they put it all together and they play with great effort, this team's tough to beat.
Thanks so much for spending some time with us. For David Pollack and Jesse Palmer, I'm Reese Davis, and this has been another presentation of EA Sports College Football.